Let's get this thing going.
Welcome to the fastest 2 hours in radio.
Rules in action. It's up to each one of us to know the rules and follow them. Follow.
All systems go.
The Morning Edge.
With Fox 2's Vic Faust, Chris Knight, Angela Sharp, and Eric Johnson.
The Morning Edge starts now.
Hey guys, welcome to the show. Good morning. It is the fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio. Chris Knight's here, Angela Sharp. I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. Oh, happy Friday, y'all. It is 5/13 on the calendar, May 13th.
Yay!
Friday the 13th.
I dig that.
You would dig Friday the 13th. I know you would. That makes sense.
That tracks.
It is 8:04. 8:04 is our time. Angela, we didn't see you yesterday.
No.
Cardinals were playing a day game.
Yep.
I went down for about 2 hours yesterday.
Yeah.
Before I had my Fox 2 at 5
It
o'clock
was a
show.
pretty decent day yesterday. I was worried originally when it was a day game, but it was actually a pretty decent day.
So.
Chris, it was not as bad as. Now, where I was sitting.
They lost
Oh, yeah. We're talking about weather-wise,
Yeah,
right?
we're
to
talking
the
about
worst team in baseball.
we're talking about weather, guys.
Hey, by the way,
the
they're
sky's not always falling.
They're,
Well,
I,
they should be.
in my opinion, they should have swept the Orioles. I'm sorry. They should have. Because the Orioles have a payroll of like $32 million
Right.
a year. But I met their number 2 guy, their assistant general manager yesterday. I was sitting in the Orioles assistant general manager seats. They're big into Moneyball. They've been doing the Moneyball deal. They wanted to be Billy Beane, Oakland A's. So that's how the Orioles are making it.
I thought you were going to say Billy Long.
Billy Long, another Billy we're going to be talking about. Republican Senate candidate from Southwest Missouri. Very, very distinct character. Very fun guy to talk to. He's been around for
I
a long
liked all
time.
his slogans, so I can't wait to hear what he has to say.
He'll say it. I'm not going to steal it. I'm not going to steal anybody's thunder. Well, I can say it, then, but it's nothing like me, St. Louis guy, saying it
Versus him saying it.
versus Southwest Missouri Billy Long saying it. Don't go wrong. Vote for Long. Don't be silly. Vote for Billy.
The second one I didn't really realize was actually a slogan, but now I think I like it even more.
Guys, welcome to the show. So Billy's going to join us at 8:20 today. Look forward to getting to know a little bit more about him as the August primary comes around the corner. So, the Blues lost, but I didn't want to, the Cardinals lost. Didn't want to take much time
gonna say
about
what?
them.
What?
Not the Cardinals are, they're frustrating us. This is what they do. They lose to bad teams, and then they put themselves in bad situations at the end of the year, and that's been Cardinal baseball since 2011, except one season when they blew everybody out, and then they lost in the first round of the playoffs to the Cubs. Anyway, enough of that talk. The St. Louis Blues have advanced to the second round. They pulled off the upset in Vegas. They were not favored to win this series against Minnesota. Minnesota was favored as the 2 seed in their division over the 3 seed St. Louis, but they took care of business. Angela, how excited are you?
I'm very excited.
Cool. That is excitement, I can tell.
Yeah.
We had a chance to be at the game last night.
I was going to say, so I don't beat anybody here ever, but I beat both of you here today. And I thought for one moment, maybe you guys had a little too much fun and we're going to come in today, but I was shocked that you guys made it in there. I'm imagining you guys did have a lot of fun at the
I was
game.
taking my time this morning. I call Chris. What time did I call you? 7:40.
Yeah.
I called Chris at 7:40 just to make sure.
Just to make sure.
Just to make sure.
Because you guys were partying.
Did you call Eric?
No, I'm not going to waste my
No.
time. I've been down that road.
He's like, oh, man,
That
let's
dog-
just cancel the
that-
show today. I'm
that
like, all
dog.
right.
He did not say that.
No, you.
Oh yeah, I
when
was
you
joking
called.
with you. Yeah, I was seeing how excited you might get. Todd said she's so excited she wore 2 pair of sunglasses today.
That's true.
You know,
so what
oh my
happened
God, what are you doing? I didn't even notice
The
that.
ones on my head are mine. These I found on Eric's side of the room.
Oh, boy.
I would imagine these are Eric's. So I was going to wear them and see if he noticed that these are his sunglasses when he got here. But now that we've talked about it, he might
He
not
won't-
show up at all.
No, he won't get it. He won't. So
Well,
we got
we'll
a lot
see.
of blue stuff to talk about. We'll talk about our stuff from last night. Billy Long joins us at 8:20. Elon Musk, as I've said before, is can't miss Twitter. I think he likes the drama. He likes the spotlight. He's always
I told
making
you,
news.
when you're that rich, you just get bored. So you have to cause your own drama.
Damn right.
Telling you.
I guess so. I mean, he's already talked he'd have President Trump back on Twitter. And I love what he said. He's like, listen, it should have never happened in the first place. That came out again yesterday.
And that's correct.
But he also said he'd prefer a candidate with less drama over President Trump. So it's not like he's just like, hey, I love President Trump. He's my guy. He's like, hey, President Trump got screwed over because we talk about free speech on the show all the time. He should have never been taken off. I'm going to put that back on. If Eli is still going to do it, Elon, because he said that, Twitter the takeover hit a little snag, so to speak. I don't know what's going on with it, but
I didn't realize that it hit a snag. I did see that he had tweeted something maybe yesterday. And then if you click on the comments that happened underneath that, there were a lot of comments underneath that where Elon doesn't realize he is alienating the people that buy his product. Conservatives don't buy electric cars. We do. We'll never buy a Tesla again. Da-da-da-da-da. So I don't know if Tesla stock is actually affected at all, but...
if gas prices don't go down, we're all going to be buying electric cars.
Right.
Fortunately, whatever you think about that. So basically, we'll get into that. Another national story. Man, I'm going to see where this goes.
10 after 8.
What?
Eric Johnson's walking into studio.
Maybe he thrives
No,
off
he really wanted to
partying.
talk to Billy, though. He did.
Oh, okay. I was
Billy
going to say,
Long.
maybe he just thrives off the party.
WNBA star Brittany Griner was seen for the first time since her Russian arrest. Her detention was extended.
What was her name?
Brittany Griner, the WNBA
Yeah.
star,
Yep.
6'8" woman. She was arrested.
So what does that
instead-
mean?
I don't know. This is serious. I mean, the United States can't do anything about this. They just can't. So that's when she was arrested for allegedly trying to carry a vape cartridge containing marijuana oils through an airport, which is a big no-no in Russia.
I'm just guessing that she didn't do it intentionally. I'm guessing that it's something that she usually has on her person and just kind of forgot about. Either way, you get in trouble for it, but
I'm sorry. I just find that hard to believe.
what, that you would forget about it?
No, that you would be in so much trouble because you went and you took a cartridge to Russia, but it's okay for Russia to lob frickin' missiles and kill thousands of people in another
Because it's
country.
their rules, not our
Right,
rules.
but I mean, that seems crazy. to
No,
me.
I agree. I'm with you. Joe Patterson says, for anybody worrying about Tesla, their stock was up 5% yesterday.
Okay, so I was curious. All right, because everybody on the interwebs underneath Elon's message said it was going down. I didn't look, but thank you for that.
Apparently, I didn't see this. And by the way, for those of you, welcome into the show, the fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio. Eric Johnson is here. He got in at 8:10 this morning, which is awesome.
It is.
Chris Knight's here. Angela Sharp. I'm Vic Faust.
Was he wearing that
Fox 2.
outfit
Wearing
yesterday?
the blue stuff.
Yeah, was he wearing that yesterday at the game?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's all
I
right.
just want to say something.
I think I was wearing this shirt at the Blues game last night.
We had a fantastic suite last night at the Blues game, didn't we?
We did. It was
There
fun.
There's a couple guys there I didn't totally know, and both of them said,
Like my son.
"No, I know your son." But
He's a good kid.
both of them said, "You
Thank
know
you.
what? Maybe you could show up on time." And I was like,
Oh my God.
and I was
Wait a minute. You're
Both
meeting
of
people
them.
for the first time?
Yeah, both of them. And I thought, maybe what we need to do is make my start time around here at 8:45. That would make me early every single day.
Hey, 10 after 8's good.
You see what I'm saying, Vic?
Yeah, no, and-
I don't want to be known as the guy that's always late. I don't want to be known as Axl Rose when I die.
Oh my God.
Well, Axel still.
I mean,
he-
I tried to have a nice
Axel's still-
conversation with those people, and all they wanted to talk about was me getting to the damn station on time. I like, no.
I don't know about you, Eric, but I find that awesome.
no, you don't. It sucks.
I want to meet these guys. I wanted to buy them a drink in Chris's suite.
We love the show. We love the show. Don't understand why you can't get there on time.
It was an awesome time. The Blues get it done last night. They wrap up their series against the Minnesota Wild. Enterprise was rocking last night.
Sure it
Yeah.
was.
St. Louis
Damn.
all day yesterday was rocking. The Cardinals had a day game. That's why Angela wasn't here. She was working. Then there was about a 5-hour open period time, and then the Blues were rocking the house.
The number of people I talked to at the Cardinals game that said they were going from the Cardinals game to going to grab some dinner to the Blues game was amazing.
Yes.
That
More
these
than
people-
10?
Oh, way more than 10. And I thought that was so cool that there was a bunch of people that were going to go to both games and just make a whole day of it.
How many
Including
people?
Cards players. Did you see them last
Yeah,
night?
oh, yeah. Well, Adam
They were-
Wainwright
Yeah.
banged the drum last night with son and arm as he's banging the drum. He is such a treasure for St. Louis. What that guy has meant for Cardinal baseball. Oh my God!
I know. I
I'm
know.
not
Don't
even
even
gonna say- I'm not
read it.
even
Don't
gonna say-
even read it.
I'm not going to say.
Thank you. Come on. It's Friday.
I almost,
damn it.
but I think that person also said the Blues were going to lose in the first round, and they didn't.
Oh,
So
no,
I was-
don't even. Let's not.
Yeah, so for all of our listeners, we cover all the subjects. We get serious, we have fun. You guys run the show as well. 100.7 The Viper on Facebook. It's your comments. It's about you, separating fact from fiction, trying to entertain you at the same time. It is a Friday. Jeannie says that's exhausting. And we don't even have to say the comment because now we know.
No.
We
If you
don't say
wanna
it.
know,
We just know.
If you're a regular listener,
Yeah.
you know who it was by.
yeah.
Now, it was,
Angela's favorite person.
but it was.
Angela's number one fan.
But John says that makes for a very expensive day going to both. Yes, it is.
For sure. And that's what I was thinking. Like, I was thinking, man,
Unless you know people.
must be nice. But how cool is it that there's that many people able to do that?
Yeah. I bit off more than I could have chewed yesterday because I'm exhausted today.
No, no.
I did radio yesterday.
Right?
I went to the Cardinals game.
Okay. When
Then
did you
I
have
went.
to leave?
Then I went
that,
to my
though?
TV job. I left there at 2:20, like 2:20.
Oh,
Got to the
okay.
station at 2:40,
Yeah.
2:45.
So you
I-
really didn't give yourself
I'm
any time.
changing. No, I changed really fast. Then I went from doing TV. Well, I went home during my dinner break and made dinner for my boys. Then I went back, did the station, Fox till 10, drove downtown
Jeez.
to the hockey
Yeah.
game. I ran upstairs, saw the fourth goal in the second period because the game was getting extended, which was awesome.
Yep.
And then I got to enjoy the third period.
It was awesome.
And
If I were you, I'd need a nap.
yeah, and then you're all jacked up.
Well, for
After
sure,
that.
yeah. After that
And then
kind
I
of
St.
couldn't- I
Louis
couldn't
seems
sleep.
like a nice little city when the Blues and the Cardinals games are going on. When those games are going on, it seems safe down there. It seems like you could live down there.
I'm glad you brought this up because
But
I was
my
going to say,
God,
how'd
when
you
it's
feel
not a
walking
game,
around downtown?
I felt fine. It's
You know
like
what? I will say that too.
it's perfectly fine.
And
when
say,
there's
then we got to take a
games.
break because Billy's going to be calling in.
The past couple of weeks that we've been down there for all these events, it seemed pretty safe.
Yeah.
It really has.
What's going on?
I've
down
been
there?
telling you guys this. Angela's been telling you this. I think that's what Angela said.
She has been saying that.
What the hell?
I feel
Do you have
safe when I'm
sunglasses
downtown.
on your head.
Do you recognize? do you recognize one of these sunglasses? Eric?
We were
like-
wondering how
No,
long it would take.
I looked over and it was like a Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory character. I was
Do
like,
you
that's
recognize
crazy.
one of these sunglasses, Eric?
We got to take a break, guys.
I guess
Billy
they're
Long's
mine.
calling in. Yes, they're your sunglasses. We'll get into it. All right, you're listening to The Edge of fastest 2 hours in Morning Talk Radio anywhere. Jumping on the Facebook line. The Facebook line's unlike any else. Eric Johnson's here. Chris Knight. Angela Sharp giving her sunglasses back to Eric. They're actually his. I'm Vic Faust
wear
of
'em.
Fox 2. When we come back, if you have questions, write them in on the Facebook line for Billy Long. He is certainly a man who is loved in Southwest Missouri. And he's trying to be loved all around the state. We're trying to introduce you to everybody. Billy Long calling in next. If you want to give us a call, you can as well. 636-695-2915. Also, you can jump in and stream us at viperrocks.com. Much more after this. We're just getting started already. Have a lot of fun on a free-for-all Friday. Back after this.
Edge morning traffic.
There's an accident blocking a lane 364 eastbound at 270. Other than that, though, it's a light traffic kind of morning. No problems in St. Charles County on I-70 or I-6440. And there is a bit of slowing 55 through that work zone getting into downtown. Watch for a weekend closure of 70 westbound getting out of the city. MoDOT crews will close all lanes of westbound 70 at 2 in the morning on Saturday between Cary and West Florissant. At 1 in the morning, they will close the ramps from Adelaide to Cary and the westbound 70 ramp to West Florissant. All lanes and ramps are expected to reopen before 5 o'clock Monday morning. I'm Fox 2's Molly Rose. That's your Edge Morning Traffic.
The new abnormal.
This place is a nut house.
The Edge Morning Show.
Whoa, Greg's up.
He's never up this early.
Hey, guys. Okay, so this is called the Bell Breakfast Box from Taco Bell. Oh, thanks. I can read.
And that's a coffee. Helps you open your eyes.
And that's a breakfast burrito. You can start from either end. You guys always this condescending in the morning?
Pretty much.
Wake up with the new $5 Bell Breakfast Box, filled with a grande toasted breakfast burrito, hash brown, 2 Cinnabon Delights, and a coffee. At limited participating Taco Bell locations near you during breakfast hours only. Contact local store for prices, hours, and participation, which vary. Tax extra. Drinks excludes freezes.
Hey, you! Ever wanted to learn a language like French or Spanish or even Norwegian, but thought it'd be too difficult or time-consuming? Then try Babbel. Quick 10-minute lessons.
Siesta.
Bambola. Games, podcasts, even live online classes with a real teacher.
Hola, clase.
In no time, chatting about real-life topics will feel, well, effortless. Learn a new language with ease. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's BABBEL.com.
You worked from home, and now home can be anywhere you want with an RV from Bill Thomas Camper Sales. RV travel is the ultimate social distancing for your family, and you know what you have with you and where it's been. For 55 years locally, family-owned, Bill Thomas Camper Sales has had the highest quality for every budget, and they have guidelines in place for your safe shopping experience. Travel in comfort and safety with a visit to Bill Thomas Camper Sales in Wentzville. For details, hours, and directions, go to btcamper.com.
My daughter used to be a shining star. I would tell her, there's nothing you can't do. Now, it's like living with a stranger. It happens so fast. Centerpoint Hospital, real help for addiction and hope for a bright future.
If a young person dear to you is facing substance use, the Changing Point at Centerpoint Hospital now offers adolescent treatment solutions with detox, 4-week residential, and outpatient treatment. The Changing Point for Adolescents at Centerpoint Hospital. Hope for a bright future.
Please leave a message at the beep.
Hey, it's fun. Remember me? Miss you, buddy. Look, I know it's been a minute, but we gotta get the fam back down to Holiday World and Splash and Safari. They've got 3 of the top 5 water coasters in the world. Remember getting soaked on Mammoth and Cheetah Chase? Or screaming down monster roller coasters like Thunderbird and Voyage? Tickets are still at holidayworld.com. Oh, the kids want to say something. Go ahead.
Hey, Brian Dawson here. Folks, Brian Dawson Roofing and Construction is a roofing company dedicated to excellence and quality. We are very familiar with working with insurance as well as uninsured roofing needs. We do room additions, small roofs, big roofs, steep roofs, flat roofs, residential and commercial. So hey, if you have any roofing or construction needs, call me, Brian Dawson.
Learn more by visiting BrianDawsonRoofing.com or call 636-465-9465. That's 465-9465.
Hello, Discover here to explain our cash back match. Here's how it works. We give you cash back for using your Discover card on the things you were going to buy anyway. Then we match that cash back in your first year. And that's why we call it Cashback Match. Now to recap and say cashback one more time. We match all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year automatically. Discover. Exceptionally common sense. Learn more at discover.com/match. Limitations apply.
Hey, it's Shanny from Mascots Bar and Grill, and I'll tell you what, if you're looking for a place to watch the game with friends, Cardinals, Blues, whatever, it's Mascots Bar and Grill. If you're looking for a place for happy hour, it's Mascots Bar and Grill. Heck, grab some friends, get a table, and play rock and roll bingo every night and twice on Saturdays at Mascots Bar and Grill. You can win some great prizes. Seriously, great prizes at Mascots for playing rock and roll bingo. And it's absolutely free to play. Wednesday night is ladies' night, and you won't believe the specials they have going on there. Come by for lunch. They're the home of the legendary lunch special. You go tell them you're FOS, you're a friend of Shanny's, and you want that big old burger and fries for just $5, and they're going to give it to you fresh and hot, just the way you ordered it, and it's so delicious, and you don't have to do the dishes. If you go once, you will go again and again. Mascots Bar and Grill, home of the legendary lunch special.
Now, back to the Edge Morning Show.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. It is the fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio. It's The Edge. Eric Johnson, Chris Knight, Angela Sharp, the dancing Angela Sharp. I'm Vic Faust with Fox 2. It's a free-for-all Friday. We appreciate you joining us. 8:23 is our time. It's May 13th. It's going to be hot throughout the state of Missouri. I know we have listeners all across the country. I don't know where it is where you are, but it's been nasty hot in Missouri the last few days. Today it gets a little bit better. But right now we're very, very pleased to have on the phone with us Missouri Republican, U.S. Senate candidate, Billy Long. You may have seen his interview. We talked about his TV interview in St. Louis that ran around the state that I did with Billy a few months back. Now we have Billy on the phone today to get to know him a little bit better for our radio listeners. Billy, happy Friday. Good morning to you. I know there's no real hockey down in Southwest Missouri, but do you kind of jump on the Blues at all? I know you're a Cardinals fan, right?
Right. Cardinals fan. And I actually, if you will Google Billy Long auctions the Stanley Cup, it is hilarious. We're at the Rose Garden with President Trump. The Blues players are all surrounding him on a little platform there, and he's going down through the lines. And here's Ann Wagner, great congresswoman from Missouri. Next to her is Jason Smith, great congressman from Missouri. And Roy Blunt, senator, he'll tell you what he thinks and don't think he won't. And here's Billy. And when he got to Billy, he just stopped. He goes, here's Billy. Billy's an auctioneer. Come up here and auction off this team, Billy. And I said, no, I won't auction the team, but I'll auction the Stanley Cup. So he'd been making fun of all the players because they didn't have any teeth and everything. So it's a pretty funny video. But if you Google Billy Long auction Stanley Cup, that's as close as I've ever been to the St. Louis Blues.
Wait a second. Were you at the White House? I'm trying to catch up with.
Yeah, in the Rose Garden at the White House.
Oh, when they were celebrating the 2019 Stanley Cup.
Yes.
All right, Angela's
we
on
had
that.
The Stanley Cup there, and I auctioned it off. Yeah, I think it brought $65,000, and Trump bought it. So it's pretty hilarious. I'm a 61, 62, but he can do 3, able to buy 63, 34, 4, 64, now 5. It's 64, now 5. And Trump's sitting there smiling like a possum eating something, And I just looked at him and I said, "Get that satisfied look off your face. You're out. $65,000." He raises his hand. 65, and I think I have sold it $65,000 right here.
Yay! That's how you do it. For those who didn't know, Billy Long, also an auctioneer, a longtime real estate agent as well. Let the people of St. Louis know a little bit more about you besides your auctioning skills.
This is excellent.
I was real estate broker. 24-year-old real estate broker in 1979, about to starve plumb to death because Jimmy Carter, the worst president ever until Biden came along, had interest rates on home loans at 11, 12, 13, 14, finally got up 16, 17%. Wow. So here's a 24-year-old real estate broker going in the real estate office, and all the old, we had some really old real estate agents back then, like 50-year-old people and 55, They were sitting around drinking coffee and smoking cigarettes and talking about how bad things were. And I thought, man, I got to get out of here. I got to figure out how to sell houses. So I went up to Kansas City to the Missouri Auction School because of Jimmy Carter being president. Left in an old Oldsmobile, the 4-ball tires, had a flat tire on the way up there, got out, changed the tire, and went on up to school and learned how to auction, and I kind of found my niche. And I'd always thought that we needed normal people in Congress, not people that started out at, city council and mayor and state rep and state senate. Then 20 years later, you look up and the local congressman's retiring. They say, "Oh, man, you'd be great for it. You've been a councilman and a mayor and a state rep, state senator, and you'd make a great congressman." Well, they've never done anything. They never signed the front of a check. They've never hired people, fired people. So I ran in an 8-way primary. I ran against 2 state senators. One was the head of appropriations, and I ran against the prosecuting attorney from the largest county in the district. And I was supposed to come in 9th in an 8-way race, and I blew it out. I won by 7 points. And this time, my name ID was great in the 7th. It is very poor around the state. Folks don't know Billy Long, so that's why we've been going around and trying to meet everybody. We're going to 114 county courthouses. I did 17 Lincoln days in 24 days, and I don't see anybody else. I mean, I see Vicky once in a while. I see McCloskey at all of them, but Eric Schmidt, he cancels constantly. I call him Chicken Schmidt because he's always canceling. He's a chicken. He won't debate. He won't come to Lincoln days. But just last week, he canceled on St. Joe at the last minute up in Randolph County. So DeKalb County, he canceled on that way back last fall. And but these guys are winning. I mean, they're all up in the polls, and I'm down in the polls. So I guess they're doing the right thing, and I'm doing the wrong thing. But I'm going around trying to meet folks and talk to the voters. And I've got by far the most conservative voting record. Vicki Hartzler, when she cut her first ad, she said, "I'm the lifetime conservative in the race." And I'm like, now, wait a minute. I've never heard anybody in Washington call Vicki a conservative. So I went and looked it up. And Freedom Works, I'm 100%. Vicki 60%, tied dead even with Liz Cheney. Americans for ACU, American Conservative Union, I'm 87 lifetime. Vicki again is tied with Liz Cheney at 78% lifetime. And Club for Growth, who doesn't like me, I pushed back against them. I fought them on stuff. They and their biggest donor, by the way, is back in Greitens in this race. Dick Uihlein gave him $2.5 million. And but Club for Growth, I'm at 92, which shocked me. And I looked, and Vicki and Liz were 61, so she's tied with Liz Cheney in 3 categories. So I tell folks, if you like Liz Cheney, you'll love Vicki Hartzler. And so that's what we're out on the campaign trail working around the state. And President Trump called me out at a rally the other day in Nebraska. And then over the weekend, they had an NRCC event in Dallas that I did not go to, but it was congressmen and big high-dollar donors down there. And apparently Trump said some very good things about me there. So everybody says he loves you. He put out a statement on me 2-3 months ago, and said, have you considered the big, loud, and proud personality of Billy Long? He was the first one to say, get on the Trump train. It's getting ready to leave the station. And that's before I was even running for president. This is not an endorsement, just asking. And when I read that at Lincoln Days, Jason Smith, Missouri 8th there, came up to me and he said, you got to be the most honest politician I've ever met, Billy. And I said, why is that, Jason? And he said, no politician in their right mind would read the last statement, where he says this is not an endorsement. I'm just asking. But that's me. I think I told you when you interviewed me for TV that Sammy Davis Jr. was my favorite all-time live performer. Got to see him 3 times, and he sang a song in 1968, I Gotta Be Me. And that's me. All these other folks are reinventing. Schmidt will tell you he's tough on China. I sued China, and the crowd will cheer. And like, yeah, Eric, but when you were in the Senate and they called you the 9th Democrat senator and you changed Missouri law, which allowed Smithfield Foods to be bought by the Chinese along with 40,000 acres in Missouri, you weren't very tough on China. When you tried to put the hub and say the Chinese hub and the China hub in St. Louis, you weren't very tough. But he's got everybody behind him now. He's got all the billionaires in St. Louis behind him. He's got the Americans for China. Excuse me. I mean, it's Americans for Prosperity, but they love China too, and they like bringing in cheap Chinese junk and getting cheap labor in here. So
yes.
They've got all the money, and I've got all the time because I don't have the billionaires in St. Louis backing me and the out-of-state billionaires like we're backing Greitens or Mitch McConnell. His buddy set up a big PAC for Vicki. So that's why you see all these attack ads. They're all beating each other to death. So I'm hoping folks will look and say, hey, is there a normal person in this race, somebody that has the most conservative voting record? I was 55 years old when I got sworn in. I don't owe anybody anything. Nobody owes me anything. So I'm hoping people will go to billylong.com, and get their credit card out, put a little money in there in my account, and help me get around the state.
So,
wow, take a breath, Billy.
No,
that was
you are
great.
an auctioneer. Damn. One thing that's going on in Congress right now, I want you to talk about, is this January 6th commission that's happening. And now they're talking about subpoenaing all these guys from the Republican side. To me, it seems like a big dog and pony show. What does it feel like from being right there? Is it something that should be taken seriously, or is this something that is just like, I can't believe you guys are doing this? It seems to me like January 6th was a bunch of protesters. They got a tad smidge out of hand at the Capitol. What do you think about that whole situation?
They're like a dog with a bone, these Democrats. They won't let go of January 6th. They're infatuated with January 6th. They think that's one way they can not lose quite. They're going to get wiped out. It's not going to be a red wave. It's going to be a red tsunami in November. And Adam Kinzinger, who was on the committee appointed by Pelosi, along with Liz Cheney, who's on the committee appointed by Nancy Pelosi. I talked to Adam quite a bit. We came in Congress together. And he claims that, there's going to be big stuff coming out of this. But I think they made a mistake. They subpoenaed 5 congressmen. I think they should have subpoenaed 6. And then next week, subpoena 6 more, and the next week subpoena 6 more, and that way we could call it the 666 committee. Because I think that's what it is.
It just seems like they're using this for political reasons. What do you guys think of Liz being on this committee and Adam Kitzinger?
They might as well be Democrats. I mean, Adam's not running again, and Liz is going to get beat out in Wyoming. And I don't know. I mean, she had a great career ahead of her if she just would have stuck to her knitting. But my problem with Liz Cheney is this. I mean, number one, she's as liberal as Vicky Hartzler, so they're both rhinos if you look at their voting record. But number two, it's okay. I mean, if she wanted to vote to impeach President Trump, who I'm close with, I got no problem with that. 10 of my colleagues voted to impeach President Trump, but she was in Republican leadership. Before the vote, the day before, she announced her reasoning. Now, what did that do? That allowed Steny Hoyer, who's second in command behind Pelosi on the Democrat side, Maryland congressman, it allowed him to sit on the House floor and beat us over the head with her comments. Your chairwoman, Liz Cheney, said this. Your chairwoman, Liz Cheney, said that. She had no need to do that. She could have walked in there, voted to impeach, and then put out her statement after the fact, and she wouldn't be near the hot water she is today trying to get reelected.
We're talking with Billy Long. He's a United States representative representing Missouri's 7th Congressional District, which is pretty much anchored in Springfield, also includes parts of Joplin and Branson. If you go to that part of the state, good luck trying to find somebody else to vote for another candidate because I'm told Billy controls the entire section of that state, so we're trying to give all these candidates a little bit more airtime on the radio, which is what we're doing. Billy, when it comes to this specific race, you've kind of explained what's different between you, what's different with some of the other candidates. You're a fun-loving guy, but you also are a serious guy. We get that. What's it going to take for you to get enough votes when you talk about the polling and you say that you're running not at the top of the polling to come out of nowhere and win this at least? But we really haven't seen any strong polling that seems like it's very independent. Have you seen independent polling? Because the 3 polls I've seen have come from PACs that might have represented the 3, quote, leaders so far.
We had our Missouri luncheon yesterday, and I was sitting right across from Vicky Hartzler, and Roy Blunt was there, and Sam Graves, and I looked at him, and I said, Eric Greitens is winning this. He's in the lead. We just polled on it, because they all want you to think that all these sexual charges and all the spouse abuse and all that stuff has sunk him in the polls. And in the field, you ask Jason Smith, you ask myself, when we're out and about, there's a lot of people that are going to vote for Eric Greitens, and you cannot dissuade them from that. And Vicky's eyes got real big, and she said, when did you poll? And I said, well, the ink's not dry on the poll yet. So it's a very recent poll. Wow. My poll has him in first, Schmidt in second, Vicky third, myself fourth. I'm like 11 points in the poll. J.D. Vance was 11 points in his poll 3 weeks ago in Ohio. He got the nod from Trump, and at 11 points, he shot up to the top of the pack and won by 10 points. He won going away. He was a flawed candidate. He had said some terrible things about Donald J. Trump. I'm the one that originated the phrase Trump train. I've been with him from day one. I fought all the rhinos up here, Paul Ryan and everyone in Republican leadership. After the Billy Bush tape came out 3 weeks before the election, Paul Ryan got us all on a conference call, all the Republicans, and said, I'm not going to support the guy. I'm not going to be seen with him. I'm not going to campaign with him. All I'm going to do is work to save the House. And I never get in the queue. You know me, I'm bashful. I don't talk much, so I never get on the phone. But I was the second one in the queue that day. And I said, Paul, I cannot believe what you just said. Now, he was Speaker of the House, Paul Ryan. And I said, you're going to save the House for what? A Hillary Clinton presidency? I mean, Nick, there was 2 people in the race, Hillary and Trump, and the race was 3 weeks off. 3 weeks. This was like the first week in October. And it was repugnant to me to think he was going to bail and try and save the House 2 days before the election, or 3 days, on the Friday before the Tuesday election. I called Paul Ryan. I said, Paul, you need to do a mea culpa. He said, well, what do you mean, Billy? I said, you need to get out there, campaign with the guy for the next 3 days and say, not only can he win, he's going to win. I said, he's going to get 300 electoral college votes next Tuesday. Everyone thought Trump was going to lose. He got 302 or 304 electoral college votes, and they ended up taking 2 away from him. I forget what it was, but he did exactly what I told Paul Ryan he would do. But he was never received warmly by the Republicans in the House. He was hated by the Democrats, and that's why we've got $4 gas today. That's why we have an open border. That's why they're going to do away with Title 42 because of Trump derangement syndrome that Joe Biden has. But Biden's, right track, wrong track, 18% is what I saw this morning on that. So I can't stand the never Trumpers.
So listening to you and thinking of that race where I can't remember who you just said, but he came out of nowhere to win.
J.D. Vance.
But J.D. Vance, thank you. To me, it feels like your path to victory because you already have an in with Trump. Whoever Trump puts his finger on eventually in the state of Missouri.
I don't think he's going to back anybody.
I think he is. Oh, come on.
Billy, do you really think Trump's going to give official backing to any of the candidates? Because he's talked positive about you, Greitens.
I think that he will, and I don't know when it'll come and make him, like J.D. Vance, and make him 10 days before the election. He may wait and see who's at top of the polls and pick a winner and just say, hey, I'm for that person. He could take a gamble on me. I mean, everyone that talks to Trump in Mar-a-Lago, they all tell me the same thing. Billy, Trump loves you. Trump loves you. In Dallas over the weekend said some very, very great things about me, put out that statement here, 2.5 months ago or whatever, which really helped me a lot. People looked at it as an endorsement. So hey, listen, I'll tell you how the cow ate the cabbage. I mean, I'll tell you the unvarnished truth. Most people wouldn't say this, but I'm 66 years old. The oldest Senate candidate Trump has endorsed has been 50 years old. J.D. Vance is 37. So I'm not young. I'm not good looking, and sometimes, I'm not a TV star. And so I don't know. I mean, he loves me. I've got a great relationship with him, but that does not mean he's going to endorse me. If he endorsed me, it's over. I win.
That's right.
If he endorses
I agree with that.
anyone else in the race,
yeah,
it's over.
Yep.
They win. And I've said that since before I even officially announced on August the 3rd, and that's the unvarnished truth. Trump is so popular in Missouri that whoever he endorses, everybody else might as well fold up their tent and go home because it's a done deal. Now, whether he endorses or not, I don't know, but I'd like to encourage your folks to go to BillyLong.com. I can't compete with Rex Singfield and August Bush, the 4th or 5th or 32nd, whatever he is, and Jeff Fox. There's all the billionaires in St. Louis. They've given Schmidt $3.5 million for his PAC to beat Vicky over the head on her terrible vote on immigration, where she allowed 1.8 million illegals to get amnesty and also pay for their lawyers at $480 million. I can't compete with Dick Uihlein, out-of-state billionaire that gave Greitens $2.5 million, or Bernie Marcus, out-of-state billionaire that was a co-founder of Home Depot that gave him $1 million. I can't compete with Chris Cox and his PAC that he set up for Vicky to benefit Mitch McConnell, so McConnell can pour a bunch of money into Vicky's PAC. I can't compete with that. And that was 4 days after Josh Hawley endorsed Vicky. So, I'm up against the big money folks. We don't have billionaires and millionaires, multimillionaires in Springfield like they do in Kansas City and St. Louis. And you see all these negative ads that are floating around now. I've got 2 paths to victory. Trump endorses me, I win. Yeah. If people get sick and tired of all the negative ads, which unfortunately negative ads work, but if they see Schmidt beating up Greitens and Hartzler beating up Schmidt and Greitens beating up Schmidt and Hartzler, I hope people look and say, is there anybody decent in this? Or somebody that just, like an old hillbilly down there in Springfield that doesn't care if school keeps or not and, represents us, not the big billionaires around the St. Louis, Kansas City area and out-of-state billionaires. I'm hoping they'll look at BillyLong.com. Don't vote wrong. Vote long and don't be silly. Vote for Billy.
Yeah.
We were waiting.
That's awesome. Hey, but before you go, because I asked the people of our, can you talk real quick about the $40 billion going to Ukraine? Your thoughts? Would you back that or not? Because we asked people to send questions in, and the interview's gone kind of long.
Yeah, there's 57 of us in the House that voted against it. Vicky Hartzler stood there and refused to vote, would not vote till I voted. When I put up a no vote, she put up a no vote. she would never, ever have voted against that package if I hadn't. So she's doing calculated voting. Now, she's actually voted very conservatively this last year. I got to hand it to her because she's handed her voting card over to her consultants, and they said, hey, you need to get off this rhino stuff. But my constituents in the 7th District, I can't speak for the rest of the state, but they overwhelmingly did not want $40 billion going overseas, and we have so many problems here at home with $4 gallon gas, no baby formula, inflation through the roof, immigration. It's Title 42. Right now, the Border Patrol can handle 5,000 people a day coming in. They are handling 7,000 right now. On May the 23rd, which is not very far off, if they do away with Title 42, the Border Patrol says there will be 18,000 people. Now, they can handle 5,000 a day. Springfield population, Springfield, Missouri, 169,176. That's not a small burb. Every 9.4 days, you could repopulate the city of Springfield if they take Title 42 away. There will be 169,176 people coming in every 9.4 days. Now, think about that. So we've got plenty of problems here at home. I walked through my office here in D.C. yesterday, and Michael Applebaum, that answers the phone there for us, he's been in my Springfield office. He was in D.C. for a few years. I sent him back to Springfield, and now he's back out here in D.C. But I said, Michael, what are people saying? He said, they're all calling, thanking you for voting against that $40 billion. We had lunch yesterday, had the Missouri luncheon, and I asked Roy Blunt, I said, when are they coming back? What's the over and under? Well, it'll be 3 weeks before they ask us for more Ukraine money, so it's a never-ending hole, and charity begins at home. I'm America First candidate, and so
how does Trump not support you? I don't understand. You sound like Donald Trump. Your principles are the same. I would hold out hope if I were you, man, because if Trump comes in here, if he comes in here and says Billy Long puts the finger on you, you got this. And whoever gets the primary wins the state of Missouri.
Now, I appreciate Billy being straightforward with us today too, but Trump has said positive things about 3 candidates: Billy, Eric Greitens, and Eric Schmidt. And if Trump supports somebody, it's going to be one of those 3 from what we've seen. Hey, Billy, we appreciate you. I'm sorry, go ahead.
But if you can figure out the Rubik's Cube of Donald Trump endorsements, you let me know, because I cannot. I mean, sometimes he endorsed Ted Budd, who's a colleague of mine in North Carolina. They were at a big rally, and he looked at Ted 5 minutes before they went on stage, and he said, I'm going to endorse you. And that was a year ago, and Ted, of course, is going to win that race because of his endorsement. And he endorsed Alex Mooney in West Virginia the other day, running against David McKinley. They're both congressmen now. They were in a head-to-head race, and Alex Mooney blew it out with Trump's endorsement, won with 57% against 34%. And so but I've never told anybody I'll get Trump's endorsement. I mean, I would love it. I would love to have it last August 3rd. I was on Tucker Carlson, and I walked down to Trump's office, went up to 26th floor, sat and talked to him for 45 minutes. Him on one side of the desk, me on the other, and no staff in the room. And he said, so you're in the race. And I said, no, but when Tucker airs tonight, I'll be in, because I just told him that I was running. You're in without my endorsement?
Ooh.
I said, Mr. President, I'm going to win this with or without your endorsement. I said, I'd love to have it. And I said, I can give you a 3-for-1 sale. He said, well, what do you mean, Billy? And I said, everyone said, this is a ruby red seat in a ruby red state. And if we nominate Greitens, there's a good possibility we're going to have to spend, the party says we'll spend $40 to $50 million trying to drag him over the finish line. We might get him there. We might not. But that $40, $50 million, if I get the nomination, the Democrats are not going to come after me long and hard and strong like they would Greitens. Chuck Schumer is Eric Greitens' campaign manager. Chuck Schumer wants Eric Greitens so bad. They're doing everything they can to promote Greitens. And I said, if we can pick up that seat in Arizona, we should have never, ever lost. We can spend that $40, $50 million there and spend the $40, $50 million down in Georgia for that seat we should have never, ever lost. Now, both those were on the ballot in 2020. Both those 2 seats, now they're 6-year terms, but they were both specials. And so they just filled a 2-year slot before they came back up on the ballot. So it's unusual to have 2 seats that the Democrats picked up, Republicans lost, on 2020 back on the ballot here in 2022. But I said, Mr. President, I give you a 3-for-1 sale. You endorse me, and the Democrats are not going to make us spend $40-50 million to defend that seat. If we nominate Greitens, they will. So I'm giving him the sales pitch I can give him. There's other people. There's been people down there for months saying, "Oh, Billy's in poor health. He's blah 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 blah." And, I walked 45 minutes of a morning, and when I ran the first time, they said I was in. This is 12 years ago. Billy's in such poor health that he can't get insurance. The only reason he's running for Congress is so he can, get government insurance. And he's bad health. I've had that stuff thrown at me for years, but I'm a big guy. I weighed 72 pounds when I was born. That's a big baby.
Hey, Billy, we appreciate you today, man. You were fun. Great radio. If maybe a radio show, a podcast for Billy Long too at some point in time.
I'd listen.
Who knows?
I would listen.
There you go. Hey, Billy, thanks again for your time, man. We appreciate it.
Hey, I appreciate being on anytime. Don't invite me unless you want me to show up, because I'll always show up.
You need to come to St. Louis. I'll tell you that right now. We need to know more about you, and I'll tell you what. We'll take you out for a beer.
We know about it. We'll
take you out for a beer.
I've been there several times, and I'll be back. I'll be back to St. Louis. Don't worry about that. We're going everywhere. St. Charles. I'm in there several times and all around. But don't vote wrong, vote long, like I said, and go to BillyLong.com. And if you got a few extra pennies in your pocket, get your credit card out. BillyLong.com. I can use it.
All right, Billy. Thanks again. Good luck. We'll keep in contact with you.
Thank y'all.
All right, Billy Long. There you go. I told you Billy would be entertaining, but you wind him up, and he'll talk for an hour.
But between the entertainment, he knows what he's
he's
Trumper.
been there.
Oh no, that's legitimate, man. That's legitimate. You bring up an issue like immigration, he's going to be exceptionally conservative. You bring up a topic like we didn't even get to CRT. He's going to bring up the conservative
each of
standpoint.
those topics he would go on for 40 minutes though.
But I feel like he's legitimate. He's not. I do feel like he's right. I don't know what Greitens really feels about CRT. I don't know what he really feels about the abortion.
Greitens told us
I know, but this is politician season, man. This Billy Long lives this stuff, and I think that's why he
is. He now your favorite candidate?
Because
there's
something good about them all.
Was your favorite candidate?
There's something good about all the candidates. Schmidt is the Excel spreadsheet leader. He has everything together on paper.
On Tuesday, we talk with Dave Schatz. He's the president of the Missouri Senate. You're going to love Dave Schatz. And then we're going to talk with Mark McCluskey, gun guy.
Don't rule him out, I guess. He's a national figurehead of guns. He's kind of the new NRA face.
I love this. Aaron from the Facebook says, Billy reminds me of why I miss living in Springfield. Southern Missouri folk are a different breed, and I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's right. It's like the redness goes from Springfield through the Ozarks all the way up right up to St. Charles, Missouri, and then it kind of dissipates. It's over. And then it goes all the way up to Kansas City, Liberty, Blue Springs, and then dissipates right at the Kansas city line. So that's, he's not in a bad place, actually, if you think about it. Springfield, Missouri, he does his time around Missouri, gets Trump's endorsement. Boom.
He's not, I don't think.
I know what you're saying.
I don't think Trump's going to come out and endorse anybody. I do. It's too tight to
Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you keep your track record just flowing along?
By the way, Trump's track record it's unparalleled. How many? He might have only endorsed one candidate that lost. Now, I know I don't have verification, but it might be like 56-1 in this country when he comes out for Republican candidates. It's like, damn.
Yeah.
Damn. We've never seen anybody from a Democratic side do that and or Republican. It's amazing.
Just wait till Sam Page puts his endorsement on somebody. Woo. Exactly.
The county executive doesn't put their...
I'm just being facetious.
Okay, I got you.
I'm just messing with you over there. I just like seeing your face go nuts every now and then.
You do it on purpose.
Yeah.
So Vic's going to give you the eyes like, what the hell is he talking about? Angela, do you like Billy? Good guy? You like him? You feeling him?
I like his fun slogans. I like his auctioning of the Stanley Cup in front of the White House.
Yeah, what did you... Well,
yeah, if you haven't looked that up. There is, but you're not going to be able to hear it off my computer.
Well, we can talk about it, too.
But yeah, so... they call him up, and you can see, Petro and Zimmerman behind Billy while he attempts to auction off the Stanley Cup. And Trump does, in fact, buy the Stanley Cup via this auction. So, I mean, he's funny. If that's what you're voting
So
for,
Trump-
you're voting for funny.
So Trump bought the St. Louis Blues Stanley Cup.
And you can't obviously buy the actual Stanley
No,
Cup.
but-
This was all jokes. But
Oh, okay.
you didn't actually think you could actually buy
No,
that,
you don't
did you?
buy it.
I was
No,
I'm worried.
Angela.
I was worried. You were very serious. I was concerned.
Hey, I can tell you this. He's entertaining. Billy Long's entertaining. All right, that's already an hour down, just like that. Fastest 2
Billy
hours of morning
talked
talk ready.
49 minutes of that hour.
Yes, he did.
He's an auctioneer. He thought he only talked for 2 minutes.
What? What's wrong?
That's old.
All right. When we come back, it is the second hour of the show on a Free for All Friday. Let us know what you want to talk about. We got the Elon Musk situation going on, too. What's going on with Twitter? He says Trump would come back in his mind if he had it, but he didn't say that he would vote for Trump again necessarily, which I found was interesting as well.
Well, he's not going to tell you that. It's none of your business.
Well, but then he doesn't bring it up, but he actually chose to bring it up and say he wants a candidate with less drama. But anyway.
You think Trump's learned his lesson? Do you think that he's like, you know what, if I get back to being president, I'm going to come in presidential this time? You think so? You think
Never.
so? Really?
Never. Won't happen. It's not him. It's not who he is. Hey, we're going to get out of here. We've got a quick break. Come back with your news, your sports, your birthdays. We're going to have fun in this next hour. Share the show. Don't go anywhere. Back with more of The Edge. Eric Johnson, Chris Knight, and Angela Sharp. I'm Vic Faust. We'll come back right after this.
Edge morning traffic.
A couple of accidents out there on this Friday commute. EMS still on the scene of one westbound 70 just past 141. Crews have not still cleared the one that's blocking a lane of 364 eastbound at the approach of the ramp to 270. And then keep in mind, there is a weekend closure of I-70 westbound heading out of the city. That's where MoDOT crews will close up all lanes of westbound 70 at 2 o'clock in the morning on Saturday between Cary and West Florissant. And at 1 o'clock in the morning, about 1 hour earlier, they're closing up the ramps from Adelaide and Cary and the westbound 70 ramp to West Florissant. All the lanes and ramps will be closed throughout the weekend. They are expected to reopen before 5 o'clock on Monday morning. I'm Fox 2's Molly Rose, and that's your Edge Morning Traffic.
This is the Edge Morning Show.
Live on 100.7.
The Viper.
Compass Health Network Express Care offices in Newtown, St. Peters, and Wentzville are ready to serve you today. Compass Health accepts Medicaid, self-pay, private insurance, and offers a sliding fee scale. Don't wait another day to feel better. Call 844-853-8937 for an appointment or visit compasshealthnetwork.org for a location nearest you. Compass Health Network Express Care. Feel better today.
Do you want to work for the biggest medical cannabis company in the state of Missouri? Belief Medical is looking for dynamic individuals to join our newest facility in Jonesburg. We are currently hiring for post-harvest technicians and offer 100% company-paid benefits that include medical, dental, and vision, as well as a starting pay of $15 per hour. If you're 21 or older and ready to join a great company that offers great pay and great benefits, visit our website at beliefmedical.com. BELEAF medical.com.
If you owe the IRS back taxes, then get ready to pay up. The IRS has giant private collection agencies actively tracking down folks who owe the IRS. So if you think dodging them was stressful in the past, it's going to get a whole lot tougher. Optima Tax Relief has this advice. Don't wait. Solve your tax problems now before it's too late. Optima Tax Relief works to stop the demand letters, stop the aggressive collection actions, and stop the IRS collectors from targeting you. Ask Optima about the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks the IRS has ever offered. If you qualify, you could save thousands, and nobody knows this program better than they do. Optima is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, and they get results, having resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. Get a fresh start. Call today for your free consultation.
Call 800-624-7544. 800-624-7544. 800-624-7544.
Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive save over $700 on average, and those savings add up. Imagine what you could buy in the future.
The graphics are so real on this video game console I bought with the savings from switching to Progressive 10 years ago. I can't tell what's real and what's the game, which I think is what people want. You know, in the future, which it is currently.
So switch to Progressive and save big, because those savings can add up in the future. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National annual average insurance savings by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive in 2020. Potential savings will vary.
KFC knows that when it comes to chicken sandwiches, there's good and there's finger-licking good.
A chicken sandwich? That's good. A 100% white meat KFC chicken sandwich so delicious it forces you to rethink everything you know about sandwiches, including whether or not they even need buns, but then you remember how good a brioche bun can be and then having to rethink your rethinking? That's finger-licking good.
KFC's chicken sandwich, always served hot and crispy, in your choice of classic or spicy. Order now on the KFC app. Kentucky Fried Chicken, that's finger-licking good.
Prices and product availability may vary.
This is the Edge Morning Show.
Live on 100.7.
The Viper.
Now another hour of the Edge Morning Show on KFNS Troy St. Charles. The Edge Morning Show.
Hi, this is Dr. Erin Huey with Tomasino Gerst Vision Source. We provide a ton of specialty care: glaucoma, diabetic eye care, dry eye evaluations, now myopia management. Typically, we see patients that need vision correction for a variety of hobbies, for work, most often glasses and contacts. Come and see us at Tomasino Gerst Vision Source, dryoureyes.com, 272-1444, dryoureyes.com.
Viper weather with legendary chief meteorologist Dave Murray.
Hi, this is Viper meteorologist Dave Murray on this Friday. Partly sunny skies. The atmosphere is starting to move a little bit, and I do think there's a chance of a couple of pop-up thunderstorms here and there. A lot of dry time today, but we'll keep an eye on the sky. 88, I think, will do it for the high. So we're a couple of degrees cooler than the last 2 days, but it's still quite warm for this time of year. Tonight, a better chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms. A couple of those could be on the strong side. 65 for the low. The weekend, Saturday, a mix of clouds and sunshine with scattered showers and thunderstorms. Focus on the morning and early afternoon. 82 for the high. Saturday night, clear skies and 59. And Sunday, partly sunny. Still a chance of a couple of thunderstorms, but I still think we got a lot of dry time on Sunday. High Sunday, a little bit better, 80 degrees, though that is still above average. From the Viper Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist Dave Murray. Now back to the Edge on 100.7, the Viper.
Whipper River Electric, a Touchstone Energy cooperative. The Edge Morning Show.
Local headlines now with Fox 2's Vic Faust.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Our time's 9:01 on this Friday, the 13th, May 13th, that is. Speaking of the Senate candidates, we just talked with Billy Long. U.S. Senator Roy Blunt, who's on his way out, is going to be in downtown St. Louis today. He's going to participate in a ceremonial groundbreaking for the new NGA facility. He was a part of that when it came through, the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency. The NGA East Campus is located in Springfield, Virginia. This new NGA West is going to be the current headquarters near the Anheuser-Busch Brewery. It was there for 70 years. Now it's moving over, the huge expansion. So he'll be in town for that. Remember the video we showed you of the guy who pistol whooped a woman in a Walmart parking lot in Festus?
Yeah.
They found him. He's been arrested. Police say he is from Florissant, Missouri. His name is Cedric Husbands. Of course, he fled the scene after the attack. He was meeting a woman who said she had some illegal narcotics on her. We didn't know anything else besides that, but he took her gun and hit her with it and took off. So he was arrested in St. Charles.
That's right. Come to St. Charles if you want to get arrested. Come on.
He just said, come on. Oh, my God. WNBA star Brittany Griner made her first public appearance in a Russian courtroom yesterday. However, Russia has extended her detention now. That's going to be a very interesting situation of what happens there. What can Joe Biden and his administration do, if anything? Why haven't they done anything yet to get her back? I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. How about this? Some good news. A woman in St. Louis won a $3 million scratcher's ticket. So you do know people do win. It was a scratch-off jackpot. So congratulations to her. Also, St. Louis Blues get it done last night. They took care of the Minnesota Wild. They pulled off the upset. They win in 6 games. Look really good last night. 5-1's a score. The Cardinals are still scuffling. They're frustrating these days because their offense is non-existent. Hopefully they'll get things back on track. That's a look at your news and sports.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
It's your birthday.
It's your birthday. That's right, I served you cake. I'm Peggy. Pull your leggy. Happy birthday.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Go.
It is birthday time. Robert Patterson. He was in Twilight and more recently Batman. He is 36 years old today.
Eric,
does he know?
Please tell me
him?
who Robert Patterson is.
He was in Twilight.
He became monster worldwide star because of Twilight.
The vampire, really.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, no, we're moving on from that.
Very pouty in his acting.
I haven't seen him in Batman. Was he any good in Batman?
My son said he was.
Okay.
I didn't see Batman either.
All right, I'm going to have to see that. Darius Rucker. He's country now, but he once was Hootie from Hootie and the Blowfish.
Yep.
He is 56 years old today.
Yep.
Stephen Colbert from The Late Show.
Boo.
He is 58 years old today. Dennis Rodman. Everybody loves Dennis Rodman. He is 61 years old today. Can you imagine?
Dennis is 61.
He could probably still play.
Amazing.
The
I'm sorry.
worm.
It's amazing. Dennis Rodman, 61. And Stevie Wonder. I feel like we all know him as well. He is 72 years old today. So happy birthday to all our famous friends.
Do you know what today is?
No.
Are you superstitious?
No. Why do you ask?
Are you not superstitious at all? Seriously, why?
Why do you ask?
Well, it's Friday the 13th. Ready for that?
Friday the 13th?
Friday the 13th.
Superstitious nonsense.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Why should I be?
Why should I be afraid?
Because you're superstitious.
Folks are superstitious. You know I'm not superstitious.
In that case, let the fun begin.
Let the fun begin. Welcome back to the show. What's up, Eric?
Speaking of Stevie Wonder, there you go. A little superstition.
Bam. It's because Chris is the best board operator in the business.
Shaquille O'Neal
Ain't that
actually
right,
said,
Chris?
"Oh my!" Shaquille O'Neal actually said he has proof that Stevie can actually see.
I heard.
I kind of.
I heard
believe
Shaq
it.
say that. You never heard that, Angela?
No, did you see my face?
Yeah, he can see. I got evidence.
I don't know
this.
this.
Leave it at that.
Man, I swear to God, this is a true story.
Damn, I can't believe the worm's 61 years old.
The best. Just the best.
You know, my heart melted this last Christmas because my 14-year-old son, who was born, as he says, Dad, I was born in the D. And for our Michigan listeners, I know we have people listen from all across the country. I know we have people listen to Michigan. My son's like, he watched the Michael Jordan during COVID, the Michael Jordan special and series. He's like, Dad, I'm sorry, I don't like Michael. I don't like how he treated Isaiah Thomas, Piston. He's like, I was born in the D. I like the bad boys. He asked for a Dennis Rodman jersey.
Look,
because my son was
yes.
he just gave up basketball because he's so big and a rebounding machine.
Mm-hmm.
So he watched videos of Rodman. He goes, Dad, that's my favorite player.
Mine too.
I was like, hell yes,
mine too.
On the court, that's it, just on the court.
I was fortunate enough to see that team play. The Jordan, the Scottie Pippen, the Dennis Rodman.
A lot of us did.
Well, okay. I thought it would be kind of. She didn't. She's too young. She would have been like 4. But it was an amazing thing to watch those guys.
The worm, 61 years old.
And you could say
back when NBA players didn't complain a lot.
You could say that the Kobe, Shaq era down in LA was about as good as that as well. It was fun to watch, but man, there was something about when Jordan got on the court. NBA used to be really cool.
Well,
I don't follow the NBA
Aaron,
that much anymore.
Pistons, not the Bulls. We do not follow the Chicago Bulls. My son was born in Detroit. That's when he says I'm from the D. That's what he means. He's the D.
And the GOAT in as far as the GOAT is, let's just be more definitive, Michael Jordan. Sorry. I'm sorry. And you know what? To be honest with you, LeBron isn't even number 2. LeBron James is not even number 2.
Okay. All right.
There were way better players back in the 80s and the 70s.
Okay.
Than LeBron is right now.
I disagree, but I don't like him, but I disagree. Anyway, John Parker says he's played golf with Darius Rucker a few times.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I saw him say that. That's pretty neat.
Have you ever met? You're a big country music fan. You're around.
I've met him took a photo with him, but not met him, talked to him long enough to get like a real impression.
Have you gotten any vibes from people that being at all the country music award shows that you've been at where you're like, oh, I can tell I would not enjoy being around that person? Or
for sure.
Yeah, every day when she comes in.
Here.
No,
every single day.
I said
she's here.
I said stars, not us. I said stars.
He was.
Do you know who I used to be?
We're radio fillers. I
know,
said stars.
Eric, I'm very excited on who you used to be. I looked up your ex-wife,
I'm
and I'm
kidding.
very
What?
excited for you.
You looked up his ex-wife?
I sure did one day. I was like, you were married to whom now? And I looked her up, and she's a very attractive woman, or at least was. I don't know what she looks like now.
Was she in movies?
I
You could say
believe she
that.
was in
You
Playboy.
could say that.
Playboy? Was it Playboy or Penthouse?
Penthouse.
Penthouse. It was Penthouse.
Don't be ashamed of
Oh,
your past.
Lordy,
Rick.
good golly, Miss Molly.
I mean, she's a very attractive woman that Eric used to be married to. Just saying. I'm just saying.
She was cool. She was cool. Nothing bad to say about her.
Yeah, that was weird. This show took a quick turn.
It did. And that's Friday. Who cares? It's Friday.
It is a free-for-all Friday. This is the fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio. That's why we're so cool, because we can go serious on a dime to having some fun. And you guys make the show. Everybody wants to hear about all kinds of stuff, where you can talk about Senate candidates, Elon Musk, NBA basketball, and so forth. Eric Johnson, did you wear your blues blouse last night? No, you did not wear your blues blouse. I think you wore what you're wearing
exactly
right now.
what I'm wearing right now.
And you
That
should.
means- I have questions.
Yeah.
I'll ask off air.
No,
Eric
yes.
Johnson,
Anything
Chris
you want.
Knight's here,
Okay.
Angela Sharp. I'm Big Faust of Fox 2. By the way, if you want to give us a call, you can. The phone number is 636-695-2915. We're on Facebook, 100.7 The Viper. And, of course, always you can stream us at viperrocks.com. Interesting. We'll see. We were talking about the Blues last night. It was awesome to see all the people downtown. We were not dealing with any sort of COVID whatsoever. I mean, it's all gone. People were blasting that place. It was so damn loud. When I was walking into the stadium last night, it was shaking. You could hear, maybe that's a common occurrence, but it's been so damn loud. And it was great to see so many people actually downtown
Yeah.
St. Louis, which is a damn good thing. Of
Now,
course,
is
the weather
it
helps as
like
well.
that only when the games are going on? Fair question, because it was super
no, it's
safe.
Not. No, it's not.
I felt good about myself.
I told you
felt
that I feel safe going down there on just a random day. Before.
Where?
I mean,
you know, I don't want to get into it again because I felt so guilty slamming St. Louis last night. I was like, I'm sitting here looking at the aquarium, just kind of hanging out, waiting for the traffic. I feel totally safe, and I'm on the air every single day, just capping on St. Louis. That being said,
Oh,
go
we
to
got this Eric
Fox2.
today.
Go to Fox2.com, and we can figure out the hit squad that happened last night.
Well, there were a couple people shot overnight. I'm not trying to downplay.
Well, never mind.
But
it is
last
safe.
weekend was terrible, and then we had another quadruple shooting a couple
No,
days ago.
stop it.
In downtown St. Louis. I mean, or not downtown, but north St. Louis.
There's no way Angela Sharp goes out to St. Louis without a taser and some kind of weaponry.
I don't come here without mace. I'm not. I mean, that's.
Yeah, Vic. Stop.
I mean,
stop screwing with Angela.
I'm
She's
just
gonna
telling
make
you,
your
like
ass.
when you say she doesn't go somewhere, I don't come here into the studio without the mace on my keys. I mean,
Is it because of the era we live in now?
I think it's because my mom probably gave me mace back in the day, and then constantly redoes it because mace goes bad if you don't use it. By the way.
Yeah. Speaking of which,
so every couple years she gives me a
have
new
you ever
thing of
been?
mace.
Have you ever sprayed somebody in the face
I
with
have
mace?
not ever used.
Got to watch
it.
where the wind is coming from.
Eric,
right?
have you been sprayed in the
No,
face?
I
with
haven't.
mace?
I've been tased. I've been tased.
Oh, you did? Okay, I haven't been tased or maced.
Yeah,
but
I had the little laser thing, where the lines shoot out at you.
Right.
I was tased that way.
I could see that.
And I fell right on the mat. My face I couldn't even get my arms on. My face hit the mat.
No, but you have people there to hold you.
They didn't.
They're supposed to hold.
They did
That's why you have one person hold your left, one whole person hold your right,
Yeah.
and then as you fall down normal.
Yeah. I always wanted to see what that felt like. Yeah, I don't want to see what that feels like anymore. So it sucks.
What?
But you do see like videos of these kids that get
Angela,
maced.
you scored him in the face with some mace.
No.
We'd have to do
Is
it
your mace
outside.
going
we don't have
bad?
to do it
No,
indoors.
I'm going to be outside. I'm going to be at the door.
No,
We'd
we
have
don't
to
have
do
to
it
do it.
outside
We have
because
to do
we'd
it
all
anywhere.
experience it in this small room.
As a matter of fact, you would be a good candidate for that because you would report on it. You would say, these kids got maced in the face, and I was maced the other day too, and I know what it feels like. So you would have a point of reference. So today we're going to mace you in the face. for fun.
Michelle says, I accidentally sprayed someone when it first came out because I didn't know what it was. Thank God I didn't mace myself.
I heard from a nurse that they find more women in the hospital because they try to defend themselves with the mace. And I guess because you're so worried or fired up or your emotions or whatever, that they either are spraying the wrong direction and they end up getting themselves injured in the process. So if you do have mace, always make sure it's pointing in the correct direction.
Correct. In 2001, I was in Seattle, and they were doing the WTO crud. Did you remember that when they were bashing in windows and, and Starbucks got destroyed and the anarchists were up there? There's this place called Capitol Hill, and I was on Capitol Hill, and the police were firing those tear gas canisters. That sucked. I'll say that. That was not fun. You had to pour milk over your head just to get the sting out of your eyes.
Oh, my gosh.
So I can imagine it's kind of the same thing. That's just quality of life.
I mean, do you want to do it one day on the radio?
No, I don't want to do it.
Outside, and I can mace you, and we can have you mic'd up and see what happens.
Why are you looking at me?
Well, because you're the one who wants to do it so bad.
I would like to see what it looks like, so it'd be Vic.
I want to see what it looks like on you. Actually, we'd probably have a listener who would volunteer to let you mace them in their face.
Super.
I bet we could get Will, the lead singer of
the
PRL.
Facebook page, guys.
I bet the lead singer of PRL, we can mace him.
Hey, speaking of which, you are listening to The Edge. We'll take your comments, your questions. You can jump in online as well. Interesting here, the baby formula situation, which has been nasty because Roz brings it up. Literally, we've got a shortage for whatever reason. And a Florida congresswoman, I did see this, Roz, said that the facilities for all of the illegal immigrants who've come in at the Border Patrol, huge pallets every day are coming in.
I saw that.
Yet you can't get it. You can't get baby formula for legal Americans. But at the border and all the facilities, it's stocked with baby formula.
Yeah.
So she was bringing out the evidence yesterday talking about it going, wait a second. Why are we taking care of the illegals and the baby formula for their mom, but we're not taking care of legal American moms and their babies?
Because
What's
it's a voting
this?
demographic. Let's just start calling a spade a spade. Here's the deal.
It just, I was like, it's reached this level?
No, it's simple. These people coming across the border, the Democrats are thinking eventually, maybe not this year, maybe not in 2 years, but hey, in 4 years, these guys will vote Democratic. So make sure they have baby formula because these babies are going to grow up Democratic. And so let's just stop calling it. Let's just call it what it is. These guys are hoping that this 18,000 people a day, enough to fill up Springfield 10 times over, eventually will vote Democratic. That's the only reason they're doing this. Politically, it's suicide because you just heard Billy Long say they're going to get blown out in the midterms. Well, why? Because people don't want 18,000 people a day coming over from Mexico. However, since they hold the presidency, they can let 18,000 come over, and in 4 to 10 years, they will be an amazing demographic for the Democrats, period. Moving back to COVID.
Glenn says formula is also being shipped to Ukraine as well when we don't have it here for American moms. I did not know that either. Interesting.
Now, I would like to go to Wentzville's Walmart and see if it is all out, because I don't know that that's the case here in St. Louis.
Yeah, you know what? I still can't find anywhere.
No, I saw a couple of my friends with babies posting. If you see any formula, please let me know.
Okay.
This is the type we use, because I guess switching baby formula isn't the best for a little baby's gut. I don't know anything about babies, right? But
you can't mess with it.
So she said this, like I've seen a couple, I'm going to say 3 or 4 of them, and they post what brand they use. Like, if you see this brand, please let me know.
Okay, so what is the alternative? I mean, you can't let your baby starve.
No, they said you can. There's a way, I guess they used to do it back in the day, right? Before formula was a thing, where you put water in with milk and you dilute it and you heat it up.
Okay.
And then you cool it down, and then so there is a way to feed a baby if you're not breastfeeding a baby. There is a way to do it. It just obviously takes longer because that's the way they used to do it back in the day.
You're right. I remember the baby bottles. They would be warming them up and they would be steaming all over the place. That's exactly right.
It's a big deal. I don't know how it happened in the first place. You know, it totally sucks for us in a first world problem. I may have talked about this before. Fairlife chocolate protein drinks, which are my kids' favorites. They've been out of stock for months. I even tried to order on Amazon, and then Amazon took my order. you're going to get it in a month. Then they canceled my order on Sunday. I got an email that said, your order's been canceled. You have not been charged. They don't even have that anywhere. It was so freaking popular. And I'm going, okay, so we have all these products that are disappearing. Now that's like I said, a first world problem compared to the baby formula shortage, which I'm going, my God, it just blew my mind when I saw the pictures that were taken by the Congresswoman and talking about taking care of illegals, people who are in the United States illegally. And then the baby formula's there. It's not a good situation.
You feel like you're the frog in the slow boil right now, don't you?
I don't know if people do or not.
Do you feel like you're the frog in the slow boil, that nothing's going to come at you hard and heavy, but oh my God, hey, we got a problem over here. Yes, what is that? You have no formula for your babies. Oh, damn. Well, that doesn't affect everybody in the United States. It just affects the moms and the dads that have little toddlers. All of a sudden, Vic reports to us there's no chocolate milk now. All of a sudden, you report that there's $6 a gallon or $5 a gallon gas in St. Louis. The slow boil comes out of nowhere. It doesn't cook you immediately, but all of a sudden, before you know it, and you look around, the country's like, holy crap, what has happened here?
Well, we've been conditioned a little bit since COVID. We have been. And I talked about this yesterday regarding the commercials that I saw, or not commercials, but the stories that were frustrating me when we interviewed a guy from AAA saying, yep, gas prices are high and they're going higher. Just get used to it. You're just going to have to drive less.
Drive less.
You have to drive less, and maybe you won't be able to go on that trip anymore. But, hey, we got summer here. And I'm like, wait a second. This is the conditioning of learning how to accept what you haven't had to accept before without questioning what's going on.
Yeah.
You got to question, because we already know there's a lot of bad things going on.
How pissed off were you yesterday when someone put in the teleprompter that they closed down Cook Inlet's gas leases up in Alaska? Why in the hell are you shutting and canceling any gas leases, any oil leases right now? Any. I don't care where they are. Why aren't you saying, can you do us a favor?
Yeah, you just have to be careful.
Can you pump up the oil a little bit coming out of Anchorage or Barrel or off the coast of Florida or North Carolina? Or can you do that for a while?
We should be able to question. Everybody should question. Like I said, everybody should have an opinion. Everybody's opinion could be heard, whether, everybody should be heard. Everybody should have a voice, a la the Twitter situation. And then if your quality of life starts to change and starts to change drastically, you should be able to question that. But you're going to constantly hear from national media excuses. Oh, well, it's because of this. Oh, it's because, it's like, wait a second. We've been hearing excuses for 2.5 years. It's not just because of COVID. It's not just because of Russia. There's other things going on.
Well, I think of Rahm Emanuel. Don't let a good crisis go to waste. Every time I see a new crisis in the news, I'm thinking of Rahm Emanuel. That's right out of their playbook. And guess what? They want everyone in an electric car. What better time to do it than right now? Seriously. Why isn't Biden just saying we are opening up every oil spigot we have, at least in the short term, at least until we can get this global frenzy under control? Why can't he do that? Instead, he is canceling oil leases. Don't let a good crisis go to waste, Vic. Don't let it happen.
Yeah, it's unfortunate what we see happening right now, that's for sure. But it's part of the frustrating factors that we're dealing with. I don't see how anything's going to change this summer.
No.
We've already been told about the gas prices. I've even checked. Have you guys looked for plane tickets at all anywhere recently?
Haven't.
I need to book something for June.
Good luck.
I know. I'm afraid to even look right now. I'm like, number one, what the options are. Number two, how much it's going to cost.
Think about how much it's going to cost to fill the boats up at Lake of the Ozarks in the next 2 weeks when Memorial Day hits.
You know what? That's a great question.
Think about the yachts.
Will boaters be out on the lake as much? I mean, you have to have a lot of extra income anyway to have a boat.
But when you're filling up for $3,000 last year, and this year it's going to be $6,000 a boat just to go out for the day, you think people are going to do that? I wish Chris was sitting in here right now. He can answer that question. He's the El Capitan of the Viper. He does that all the time. Or he has a helicopter. It'd be great to see what jet fuel is going for these days. Can you do the things that you used to want to do? And when you say, oh, don't drive as much, well, what about those businesses that you drive to during the summer? The tourist attractions, are they going to suffer? Diesel fuel? You want a hot dog, don't you? How much do you think that pack of hot dogs is going to cost in about a month?
Yeah, it is interesting.
Question mark.
No, it is. It's interesting. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen because we've got Memorial Day coming up, and we'll see how many people actually hit the lake. We'll see how many people are actually out boating. You know, the bars may be the beneficiaries of that. More people trying to hang out at bars and hanging out, driving around the lake because it is expensive to have a boat.
Yeah.
Expensive as heck.
It's true. Anyway, John Parker is going to fix all this when he becomes the mayor of St. Louis. So
how is it? He's going to fix gas prices?
Yes, he is. I don't know what he's going to do, but it's going to be amazing.
It is?
Yeah.
Is that because you're going to be on his staff?
I'm not going to be on his staff. I'm going to let him just kind of figure it out by himself.
I'm just more concerned. Hey, you know, I'll settle. I'll settle for some Fairlife chocolate protein drinks for my kids.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay. But I can't deal with no Fairlife chocolate protein drinks and high gas prices.
Get used to it. It's the slow boil.
John just said never going to happen. I guess.
What, you're not going to run for mayor?
No, you not being on his staff.
Oh no, that would never happen.
Aaron says drill for oil where all those abandoned buildings are. In St. Louis City. John says I was just told that jet fuel is cheaper than diesel, but you can't get it as Chris walks in. I'd be curious to get Chris's opinion on that before we go to break. Once again, John says he heard Chris, what's up, bud?
That's not true.
Can you say that on the mic, please?
Yeah, it's not true.
What's not true? Jet fuel is not cheaper than diesel?
No.
Can you get it though?
Jet fuel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you're not going to get the gas station.
What do you think about filling up boats at the Lake of the Ozarks in the next 2 weeks?
I think there'll be the same amount of traffic there always is.
Really? Yeah. Okay. Well, you know what? I have no place to talk on that. He has a big
Well, that's
boat.
why we wanted to ask you for that.
He's
Chris.
got a big boat,
Well,
but there's a lot of yachts that come in that
What
place,
about
man.
what I Robert Peterball is always thinking. That's we enjoy. We love it when you guys join the show, and that's why we invite you in for this unparalleled Facebook talk. Robert says, bring in a tanker, share the cost. It's cheaper than filling up on water. How feasible would that be, Chris?
I don't know. I mean, people got so much free money. There's still a lot of money out there. I just don't see somebody that owns a boat. You're not going to not go boating because the gas went up $1.50. I just don't see it.
Okay.
I don't see it. If you own a $750,000 boat, you're going to be able to afford an extra $300-400 to fill your boat.
Well, I was wondering. I said, people, if you have a boat, you obviously have some disposable income. That
It doesn't mean that, Johnny on the corner over here has a pontoon and just, yeah, man, the gas prices suck. Yeah, that's probably going to happen, but is it going to be enough to reduce boat traffic in the Lake of the Ozarks Memorial Day weekend? I don't think so.
I think it's going to be massively packed if the
I
weather
don't
is
see it.
decent again.
Lake of the Ozarks is semi-impervious to a lot of crap that goes on. They were impervious to COVID. Remember that?
By the way, we need to run that video again. Look at everybody spreading COVID at the lake. AP reports a week later there were one case, maybe two cases that came out of the Lake of the Ozarks Memorial Day 2020.
And we were on TMZ.
Those were facts.
Did you see it?
PRL was on TMZ.
Platinum Rock Legends was on. We were the face of COVID for the entire. I mean, between Fox 2 and
Chris Hayes.
and Chris Hayes, we were the face of COVID-19.
He's the reason you made it. Yeah, but be honest. He's the reason you made it national.
No.
Yes, it was.
This was at Shady Gators, and someone had
understand.
filmed us, and they sent it to TMZ.
Well, yeah, because you were here.
Yeah.
I saw the TMZ at the Lake of the Ozarks with the band. I apologize for not putting two and two
Well, no,
together
why would
that
you?
you were the band. But I do remember seeing this now that you're bringing it up.
Yeah.
I was supposed to go that weekend and ended up not going, but I think that's fun.
It was right in the middle of COVID. No one was afraid. No one was afraid. We were like, And there was remember you reported there was one guy that escaped with COVID, and he went to like Boonville, Missouri, or something like that. That was it.
That was it. There was one guy out of the 1 million or 2 million people who were at the lake that weekend. Oh, my God. Yeah, Glenn says you're more likely to get sick from swimming in Redhead's Bar Pool than you are to be COVID.
I got to tell you, those pools gross me out. I love the fact that the bars have the pools, but I'm more grossed out by the pools than I am the lake. I know that sounds crazy,
I call
but
them knee-down pools, meaning I'm fine with from my knee down in the water.
That's pretty perfect.
That's it, the knee-down pools.
That's pretty perfect.
Nothing else. Do not, Angela, I feel the same way. I really do.
See, it's just like, I
And
know they say that.
don't even think about getting in a hot tub.
No.
They say the water is circulating in those pools, and I'm like, yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah, there's a lot circulating in those pools. Oh, my God.
Come on, man.
You're throwing up on this morning. It's a free-for-all Friday, everybody. We're serious. We have fun. We separate fact and fiction. We love your opinion as well. We love your input. You can jump in on Facebook, 100.7 The Viper, as always. Share the show. Jump in. What do you want to talk about? What do you want to get out there? We're trying to do that. John says it's bad when you get grossed out over a pool and it's actually chlorinated. Yeah, no kidding.
There was at Mizzou, there was a hot tub at college, whatever, and it was Anthony Bonner's hot tub, and it was
Anthony Bonner.
Yeah, do you remember Anthony Bonner?
Anthony Bonner played for SLU.
No, who was it then? It was the other guy that played for the Lakers that went to Mizzou.
Anthony Peeler.
Peeler, thank you, Anthony Peeler. And that hot tub was always foaming. It always had foam in it. So when we would get off the gig, wherever we were playing at Mizzou, we would go over there and they were partying. And that I never
You
would
partied with Peeler?
Well, I never saw him, but it was the hot tub that he would always go and party in. And you would go to this hot tub. It was so gross. There was brown foam.
Okay,
It was and they always invited us to come in and party in the Anthony Peeler hot tub from hell. Back to COVID.
Yeah.
It was so disgusting.
Before we go to break, Airblad says scientists have discovered bar pools have the same amount of DNA in them as the primordial ooze at the dawn of life of Earth.
I don't know. Is that like the secret of the ooze with the Ninja Turtles? I'm so confused.
Oh, my God. Chris, are we going to be performing soon for a Center City Park downtown? Greensboro karaoke? What the hell is that?
I don't know.
And Justin says, and I've always agreed with this, the more chlorine you smell at the outdoor pool, the dirtier it is.
That's a true story. I'm going to tell you the science behind it.
When we come back from break, because we got to get to break.
I'll forget. I'll totally forget.
Can you say it in 30 seconds?
So the chlorine latches onto dirt particles, and when it burns up, you get that smell of chlorination.
So it means it's working.
It's kind of working. When you smell chlorine, it means that the pool is disgusting. Don't get in it. Like when you go to a public place and you can smell a lot of chlorine and your eyes are burning, that just means that the chlorine is working overtime, and then it dissipates, and that it goes back to being dirty.
Damn, it's ruined my whole pool existence.
Yeah, you don't want to go to.
I thought that was a good thing.
If you go to a motel pool and you smell chlorine, run.
Aaron says, come on, people. Basically saying, you stupid radio host. The primordial ooze of evolutionary theory is that life came from a puddle of DNA.
Secret of the ooze.
All right. And Glenn says, of course, Glenn showing his age, Caddyshack, the baby Ruth in the pool. Enough said. Back with more of the fastest 2 hours. Right after this, Eric Johnson, Chris Knight, Angela Sharp. I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. We're just having some fun on a free-for-all Friday. We will be back with more right after this. The time is 9:32 on this Friday 13th. Oh, Chris, that's good.
You know what they saying, ho? Hey, you know what they saying, ho? Hey, you know what they saying, though? Hey, you know what they, yeah, you know what they, hey. And I say it with a passion as I pull off in the Aston. Don't nobody like his ass, huh? Tried to cover up and tell the people, go Brandon. But we know what they saying, though. You can hear the chant in every post. Don't nobody want this commie cause we not in China. Everybody hated Trump and now they out to catch a body. That's what they get for treating us like we in Squid Games. Green light, mandate, like he's insane. These times people waking up to everything. Go Brandon, but we all know what the saying means.
Edge Morning Show. Back in a moment.
Keep your resolution to quit cigarettes this time. Go to I Quit Vapor, 852 Bryan Road, O'Fallon. I Quit Vapor carries the salt nicotine systems, their latest juice flavors, and all of their pod systems. Let their staff explain why the salt nicotine system is so effective in helping you to quit cigarettes for good. It has a much smoother delivery and allows you to adjust the amount of nicotine intake. I Quit Vapor is still your one-stop shop for everything vapor. Keep your quit cigarette resolution this time. Go to I Quit Vapor, 852 Bryan Road, O'Fallon.
When it comes to pellet grilling, the true heroes of the hopper savor the process as much as they savor the result. Kingsford 100% hardwood pellets can be used on any pellet grill and add bold, smoky wood flavor to any meal. No preservatives or artificial flavors. Kingsford hardwood pellets keep the temperature consistent for an even heat, so you can cook as low and slow as you want. Kingsford 100% hardwood pellets. Kingsford.com.
Great care for children begins at Compass Health Network. Our Warrenton and Wentzville locations offer pediatric walk-in services, same-day appointments, and specialty care, so your children get the care they need, when, and how they need it. When it comes to children's health care, Compass Health Network is here for you and your family. Call 844-853-8937 for an appointment, or visit compasshealthnetwork.org for more information.
Get a grip on your finances with People's Bank & Trust's new mobile banking service. You can now manage your accounts, check balances, transfer funds, and pay bills with ease and all from the palm of your hand. Activate your phone today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank & Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, my name is Takia, and a little thing that I love about the Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich is when I take a bite, it's the perfect blend from the bacon to the cheese. It's perfection.
Hey, I'm Katora, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A mac and cheese is it kind of melts in your mouth, so you know it's creamy, cheesy, and delicious. This gooey mac makes me cheese every time.
Order dinner delivered on the Chick-fil-A app today. Delivery fee and other restrictions apply. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Midnight Auto Supply in St. Peters carries a full line of automotive parts and paints. They're a PPG Platinum distributor of automotive paint and industrial coatings and auto body shop supplies. For over 40 years, your hometown auto parts store is Midnight Auto. Stop in at Midnight Auto Supply in St. Peters, just off Mexico Road, 447-4000, 447-4000, on the web at mid-niteautosupply.com.
You could save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive, but when we just come out and say it, it feels like it falls a bit flat. So we're going to tap into human emotion, first with some music. Then in a serious tone, I'll say, save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive. And even though it was about saving money with Progressive, we'll fade out the music so you know it was poignant. Wow, powerful stuff. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discount not available in all states or situations.
At Locke's Family Hair Salon in St. Peters, the emphasis is on family. Women, men, and children's styles to make everyone look amazing. And they have their new line of Locke's shampoo and conditioner, just for Locke's clients. For cuts, color, perms, and more. Come in for Brazilian blowouts, face waxing, makeup, and hair extensions too. On Mexico Road in St. Peters by Smoothie King. For directions and appointment information, go to loxfamilyhairsalon.com. Locke's Family Hair Salon, where family is everything.
Here comes more of the Edge Morning Show.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. It's The Edge. Eric Johnson, Chris Knight, Angela Sharp. I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. Welcome into the show. Happy Friday, everybody. May 13th. Don't know if you have plans for the weekend or not, but Our St. Louis Blues are advancing to the second round.
When's that start? Tomorrow?
No, I think.
Monday.
Are we for sure Monday?
I think it is Monday.
I
And
was-
the home games will be Friday, Sunday.
That's what I thought, but then your friend last night was telling me, oh, no, it's going to probably be Tuesday or Wednesday. I was like, what?
No. First game will be Monday in Colorado.
There you go. The Blues taking on. And don't forget who owns the Colorado Avalanche.
Kroenke?
Mr. Stan Kroenke. I know, is it? Oh, here we go. But you know what? Colorado has always found a way not to make, in recent times, the Stanley Cup Final. So we'll see. We'll see where it goes. Anyway, welcome back into the show. You want to talk about Elon really quick? What do you think Elon's doing to Twitter? Because now all of a sudden, there's allegedly rumors.
I'm just amazed how much spotlight Elon Musk gets to every single day of our life. It seems like he is the number one voice, alternative voice to the mainstream media. Today, it comes out Elon Musk says Twitter deal is on hold. What? Well, the reason is Elon said it, according to their research, 5% of Twitter accounts are fake. 5%. So basically, he's like, look, the deal's not worth $54 a share anymore. Maybe it's worth $50 a share.
Because he's seen...
Because numbers...
Twitter was lying to us?
Yeah, because eyeballs need money.
Shocking.
Eyeballs need money. So if you're paying... Basically, when you're paying for Twitter, you're paying for the technology, the platform, and you're paying for the audience. It's like having Busch Stadium. A filled Busch Stadium is worth way more than a Busch Stadium that only has 50% of the capacity in it. So that's what he's saying. He's like, I need to check and make sure that our money is well spent. That's all he's doing. But I also think Elon could totally just bypass the deal and say, screw it, I'm out. I think he's screwed up Twitter so bad at this point because the scuttlebutt is that the celebrities that were making the biggest stink on Twitter, the ones that people were following, have now left. They're not even interested in Twitter anymore because of this whole Elon Musk thing, which might be true, which makes it even less valuable. I just think that no matter his complete intention is this, he doesn't want to make money with this thing. He doesn't care. He's got enough stuff shot into space, and he's got things that are being dug underneath the world, and he's got Tesla, which is going to bounce back with this new truck. His money is made. Twitter, he's just like, look, you little bitch.
Angela, would you date Elon Musk if he wanted to get to know you?
I don't know him well enough to answer that question, but he's weird enough that it's not a direct no. He's just weird enough that it could be interesting.
All right. That was
rich.
a question that came from the Facebook line, by the way, which is why I asked that.
Yeah. I think he's just like...
He's just weird enough that it would make it interesting.
I think he looks at Twitter as a pimple.
Oh, my God. What?
No, wait. Hold on. Chris, you need the analogies by Eric Johnson.
No, we don't need that for
little
this. It is an analogy. It's an analogy. It's.
I heard it was like a pimple. I'm going to have to hear it.
Well, he basically looks at it like, Well,
and now, analogies from Eric Johnson.
It is so beatnik, this music. It doesn't really fit me, so I get out of my zone. But anyway, I think that he's like, look, free speech is what this country was built on. I come from South Africa where we weren't given that fortune of free speech. And you guys are messing it all up. He looks at Twitter.
How is this like a pimple?
Because it's an irritant. It's an irritant. He's like, I got to pop this thing.
Oh, my God.
And he goes, I don't need to make any money with it. So if it just dissipates by itself and I don't have to pay $54 a share, fine. If I have to pay the $54 a share just to scrap it and bring it to private, and then all the celebrities just kind of disappear, that's fine too. But he wants to make sure Angela Sharp has the ability to have free speech in the United States of America. So he's going to pop some blackheads and some zits. And that's
Okay.
Twitter.
All right. Thanks, buddy. That's enough. Ugh. Ugh, that ruined what I was going to bring up.
I'm serious, man.
That was the longest analogy in the history of analogy.
Eric talks forever.
What's a metaphor? What's a metaphor?
Forever.
What's a metaphor? That wasn't a metaphor either.
I know, but what is a metaphor?
One is like, analogies are like, metaphors are not like.
No, it's for cows to graze in.
Oh,
I was waiting for this.
I didn't realize there was going to be a. Where is the ba-boom boom?
It wasn't even worth it. It wasn't worth it. Chris, how many burgers do you think you eat a year?
I don't know.
Would you travel 34 miles for the perfect burger?
Okay, pre not eating gluten, I would, yes, because that I used to be a burger connoisseur pre anti-gluten.
I might.
The average American eats 60 burgers per
Yes,
year.
absolutely.
I
right.
thought it would be over that. Just divide it up.
Well, how many
60 by
burgers a week do you
365
eat?
days. It all depends.
On the average, would you say?
I don't know.
2?
1, 2, 1, but
He's trying to stay healthy, so he's probably into that lean meat like turkey
I'm
and
not
chicken.
into the lean meat. No, I've got to do something better. I don't eat a lot of buns with them.
No, I don't either. And you know, that is funny you mentioned that. I think it's better to eat a hamburger without the bun. Some people would disagree with me.
The one who can't have the bun disagrees with you. Because I miss having the bun in the burger and then the juiciness of the burger on the bun and in the lettuce. Like, that's my happy place. Now I got to use it with a knife and a fork, and that's nearly
That's
as
all
fun.
I'm good with hamburger with knife, fork, ketchup.
What's the
mustard.
best burger in, I'll say, the greater St. Louis, St. Charles area? Let's do that. I know Eric has an opinion.
Steak and Shake used to be, I guess.
Carl's Drive-In on Manchester Road in Rock Hill. That's going to be my vote.
Okay, I have to try that out.
I've never heard of that.
The best hamburger I've ever had, it's not just because I went to school there, but there's a place in Columbia, Missouri called Booch's. Booch's Burger. It's very well known. People on the Facebook line will probably bring it up. It is an awesome place. The problem is it's a very small place, and they cook them right there in front of you, but they are amazing.
What's this place called?
Booch's.
Booch's.
What is it? The Shake Shack? Is that
Yeah.
over in Clayton?
Yeah. Well,
I would have to say right
Central
there.
West End.
I'd have to say them. That's the one that kind of I was like, wow, this is interesting.
Glenn Thompson says Village Bar and Grill. Yes, I've had a hamburger there. I love it. Probably that would be my St. Louis place, Glenn. Nice call.
There's a place.
But
I've heard. I got a
over.
text that says Max Local Eats is the best burger, but I don't even know
where
where
is
that
that?
is. I don't know. I'm gonna ask. Hey, let me know where
Max
that's at.
Local Eats.
I've never even heard of it.
I'd have to say Dick's Burgers in Seattle. A bag of Dick's.
Okay, again, I said
I've
in
heard
the
about
greater St. Louis, St. Charles local area.
Yeah.
So you are not following my direction.
Yeah,
I would have to say probably Dick's halfway in.
Yep.
Where's that at?
I've
Lake
heard
of the
about
Ozarks.
Lake of the
Oh,
Ozarks.
yeah,
Lake
yeah,
of
yeah,
the
you're right.
Ozarks.
You're right. That's right.
They have pretty good food.
It's Friday.
It is.
It is a free for all Friday, and it's 9:46. I was curious if you were getting any more updates on that, but I guess not.
I have the writing buttons. You know how the iPhone tells you that someone is writing you?
Oh, okay.
But I don't
No,
have the
that's cool.
answer. I just have the writing buttons.
Also, it is Friday the 13th. Do you think these things are bad luck?
No.
White lighters.
What?
8% of people say
No.
that they think they're unlucky. There's a myth that Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Kurt Cobain had white lighters on them when they passed.
Okay, did not know that. I don't use lighters for a lot of stuff other than to light my incense, but the one I use is in fact white. So now I'm questioning my life choices.
Number 9 on the list, passing a cemetery without holding your breath.
No, I've never done that.
8% of Americans think that that's bad luck.
Oh my goodness.
I know. Number 8, being on the 13th floor of a building.
No, and don't most of them just skip the 13th now? So it's really like the 14th is really the 13th, and then you got to do math.
The number 666, 21% are suspicious about it.
I don't think so.
Well, that's an interesting thing to talk about.
Number
666,
6?
yeah.
How about number 6? Opening an umbrella indoors.
No.
19% of Americans surveyed think that that's unlucky.
I don't like
But I do
walking
dig
under a
this
ladder.
music, dude.
I don't like walking under ladders. So
Yeah,
is that on there?
well, we'll see if it's on the list or not. I agree with you. Number 5, I've never heard of this. Seeing an owl.
Oh, I love seeing owls.
10% of people think that it's a sign that something bad would happen.
Oh, I didn't know that. I never even heard of that.
That's like Indian folklore.
Number 4, black cats crossing your path.
Okay.
Oh.
Maybe.
15% of Americans.
I was going to say that
think
one might.
that it's
I might.
unlucky.
If I can redirect my path, I will.
Number 3 on the list, breaking a mirror.
Yes.
21% think it's unlucky.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
there.
I'll
Yeah.
take you. I'll take that
Really?
one.
I don't like that.
Really? Breaking a mirror. Huh,
Number
Angela?
2. only-
That's the one that got me. Yep.
This should have been down there. Stepping on a crack.
Oh no.
12%. What the hell was that?
I love
Chris?
this music. This music is the best. I wish this was our music every day.
Oh my God.
I'm so happy.
I think that the pitchers, when they walk
Number-
off the field,
Oh yeah.
it's the same thing
They
as stepping
jump
on a
over the
crack.
line.
When I don't see that, I feel like they're in jeopardy.
Number 1 on the list at 21%, tied with number 666. 21% of us think this causes bad luck, and that's walking under a ladder.
Yeah. That's a
That's
bad
what you
one.
were talking
That's
about.
a bad one.
I don't necessarily find it bad luck, but I wouldn't want to do it in case the ladder shall fall on my head.
Yeah.
It's really more of that than it's bad luck.
Why do you want to tempt fate?
I mean, yeah.
You know, why do you want to tempt fate?
Max Local Eats is on Oakland Avenue, right next to where the arena used to be.
Oh,
So
okay.
apparently that's where it's at. If anybody was interested, I've never been there. I got a photo of the burger. It looks delightful.
Oh, that does look good. That
Yeah.
looks really good.
So,
on the flip side of this, guys, things that cause good luck.
oh yes, okay.
You need happy music now, Chris.
Finding a penny on the ground.
I don't know. Let me run down.
Okay.
Here you go. Number 10, making a wish while blowing out candles.
Yep.
28% of people actually think that's legit.
Yep. Throwing a penny in a fountain.
Making a wish at 11:11.
Yep. Absolutely do that.
Finding a 4-leaf clover.
I've never found one.
24%. And 26% of people think seeing a rainbow means you've got good luck.
I
that
do
day.
love rainbows.
I will say the rainbow thing, I think, is something when someone passes away. I always see a rainbow. Every
Even
single
without
time.
rain?
Even without rain.
Okay.
That's kind of neat. I like rainbows, though. Love
Number
'em.
7, 28% of people think that seeing a shooting star is lucky.
Oh, yeah. I'll
Or
wish
that
on
you
that.
can wish on it.
Or you could just wish on Eric, who's across
Don't
the room
you
from
know?
us.
That you're not in Shooting Star.
Don't you know? Number 6, ladybug, 17%.
Oh, I like ladybugs, yeah. I
Number
didn't know
f-
they were good luck, though.
Number 5, crossing your fingers. 20% of people think if you cross your fingers, good luck.
No, but I do that symbol when I'm like, I'm wishing you good luck, but I think it matters.
Number 4, saying bless you when someone sneezes.
Well,
That's supposed to be good luck?
That's not good luck.
27%.
I thought that was supposed to like keep you from getting taken over.
No.
The highest on the
So-
list is 28% seeing a shooting star.
That's the highest.
27% is saying bless you when someone sneezes. Here are the other ones. Finding a penny heads up.
Yes, penny.
22%. Throwing salt over your shoulder, 15%.
If you spill the salt, you're supposed to throw it over your left shoulder. Yes. True.
Kidding me?
No, that's the thing you're supposed to do.
And you've never heard that, Chris?
No.
Only if you spill it. You're not supposed to just like go find salt and throw it around. That'd
Number
be
one,
weird.
knocking on wood. 21.
Everyone does that.
26%
Yeah.
of people think that it stops bad things from.
Yeah, I wouldn't say
happening.
that knocking on wood is good luck. It just prevents the bad thing
Oh,
from happening.
I've heard about this too. I saw a cardinal after my aunt died. People speak of that too.
Yeah,
I've heard.
I feel
I've
like I
heard
see
of that one
cardinals
before.
all the time.
Actually, there's a big thing about cardinal spirit. If you see whatever time you see that cardinal, mark it down because that's a message from a spirit.
Oh, now I have
And
to pay
there's a-
attention because there's.
look it up
I
on
think there's
Google.
like a cardinal
Damn, I
house.
just had one on my deck the other day.
Yeah, see, I
you
think
told
there's
me-
like a
didn't you
cardinal
send me a
house
picture
down
of
by
it?
my
I
house.
think I did.
Yeah, you
didn't
sent
I?
me a picture of it.
That's right.
I think you did.
I think you sent it to everybody because I think I got it too.
And the word bless you after someone sneezes is in the old days, they thought your heart stopped.
Yeah.
And they said if you say bless you, it'll restart the heart. Bless
Also, that it expelled a demon.
you.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I thought the demon. I knew the demon.
Yeah.
Is it allergies or is it demons? I sneeze a lot.
Hard to say.
Dude's got a cold. He's dead.
Oh my God. All right. We appreciate it. Hey, we got to take a quick break here, guys. It's been fun on this Friday. We're still rock and rolling. Got another break. Don't go anywhere. Come back with more Edge right after this. We'll finish out this Friday show.
The Edge Morning Show.
I never miss it.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
If you want the best, don't settle for the rest. Come to F&S. F&S Collision Repair provides the best customer service, quality of work, paint color match, and paintless dent repair. They do it all. No job too big or too small. Just what your car or truck ordered. F&S Collision. Call today to schedule your appointment and get that car repaired. F&S Collision Repair.
Hi, it's Julie again with Ben's Moving and Storage in Wentzville, Missouri, located at the intersection of Wilmer Road and Interstate Drive. We offer on-site security and 24/7 access. We are proud to have served as your one-stop shop for all your moving and storage needs since 1984. Right now, we are offering $25 off moving or a free month storage for new customers. For more information, visit us at bensmovingandstorage.com, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook for future storage sales. Ben's Moving and Storage in Wentzville.
So you're not gonna want to miss this. The deals at Kohl's right now are beyond epic. I just got some new bath towels for $3 each. Found the cutest kids' outfits for only $5. And got myself some tees and tank tops for just $7. But the best part? You don't need any coupons. Can earn Kohl's cash and get it all with free store pickup. Looks like April showers bring the flowers and the savings. Select styles. Sale ends April 24th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Travers Automotive and RV grand opening in Wentzville across the highway from the GM plant is happening right now. We have a selection of over 1,000 new late model cars and trucks with new vehicles arriving daily. Shop from all makes, all models with financing for everyone. Looking for an RV? We also have over 200 travel trailers, fifth wheels, and motorhomes from Mesa Ridge, Open Range, KZ, Winnebago, Dutchman, and a great selection of used RVs. Whether you're looking for a car, truck, or RV, make Travers Automotive RV your one-stop destination. Located off Highway 70 at the Highway A exit.
Shop in one place, O'Fallon Overhead Doors, for your residential and commercial garage doors and gates. As a locally owned, family-operated business, O'Fallon Overhead Doors provides 5-star service. Their technicians are not paid on commission, so they won't sell you something you don't need. Looking for a new door, a repair, or yearly maintenance? Call O'Fallon Overhead Doors on Continental Drive in Wentzville, 272-2722. Showroom open weekdays 8 till 4:30. Free estimates on new doors. Visit O'FallonOverheadDoors.com.
Keep your resolution to quit cigarettes this time. Go to I Quit Vapor, 852 Bryan Road, O'Fallon. I Quit Vapor carries the salt nicotine systems, their latest juice flavors, and all of their pod systems. Let their staff explain why the salt nicotine system is so effective in helping you to quit cigarettes for good. It has a much smoother delivery and allows you to adjust the amount of nicotine intake. I Quit Vapor is still your one-stop shop for everything vapor. Keep your quit cigarette resolution this time. Go to I Quit Vapor, 852 Bryan Road, O'Fallon.
Now, back to the Edge Morning Show.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. What are your plans for the weekend? Eric, you don't have any performances with PRL. What are you going to do with yourself?
I don't know. I have no answers.
No answer whatsoever.
That's all right.
Any new MASH episodes?
I know. I know. I get it.
I'm cool with it though.
Chris, are you headed to the lake?
I don't know.
Did I give you a possibility, a
We'll
thought?
find out Monday when he's not here.
Yeah.
Look,
I'll be here.
this is the run-up to Memorial Day weekend.
Right.
We're getting into that. So this is a good time to rest. Don't drink too much. Hydrate because the summer's coming.
Right.
Be ready to go.
So what are you going to do, Vic?
Bikini season. Nothing. I rest. Rest. I did too much yesterday. That was a long day.
His son is combining.
A long day.
That's right.
He's going to throw the ball around with his kids.
How about you, Angela?
I got Reed Lowe show today from 1 to 3 on 590 The Fan, and then we have Cardinals games all weekend long. So come say hi to me up in the Bud Terrace.
What time is the Cardinals game Sunday?
I don't know.
If it's a day game?
It's a day game.
Okay.
I might go up there.
I don't know if
It's probably 12:15 or 1:15. It's one of those two.
And there's a day game Saturday.
Yeah, Saturdays is at 1:15.
Okay. A weekend of day games. How about that?
Yeah.
All right. It is The Edge. We'll see you for Fox News at 5 and 9 tonight. I have no idea what I'm wearing, boys.
It doesn't even matter tonight. Don't even worry about it.
Brown.
Oh,
Yeah.
Have a great weekend. We'll talk to everybody Monday morning, 8 o'clock.